desert, and the results even leave experts stunned. Welcome everyone to the latest issue of Top Secret. China has just achieved the unimaginable by challenging the barren desert, and the results have left the entire world in silence. This bold project not only reverses the laws of nature but also opens a new era in the fight against desertification. What is the secret behind this extraordinary success? The miraculous transformation in the heart of the desert. Amid seemingly hopeless wastelands, an impressive environmental revolution is taking place. Combining traditional wisdom with modern technology, humans are seeking ways to transform barren lands into vibrant, life-filled habitats. A series of innovative restoration strategies have been implemented to reverse desertification and reclaim land for life. No longer arid sand dunes, these lands are gradually being greened through skillful combination between ancient manual techniques and advanced irrigation and land reclamation.
One of the most effective methods is planting windbreaks to prevent the movement of sand.
Stabilize the surface soil layer with deep-rooted plants and use drip irrigation technology to provide water efficiently. In the Kuruki Desert, which was once a dead land stretching for hundreds of kilometers, millions of tons of sand have been used to regenerate farmland, create new forests, and restore natural ecosystems. Species such as willow, saxaul, and other drought-resistant trees have been introduced for large-scale planting. It significantly helps improve soil moisture and creates conditions for animal species to return. These environmental restoration projects not only hold ecological significance but also bring substantial economic benefits to local communities. Desert greening has created thousands of jobs, helping many people escape poverty. These previously sandy areas have become agricultural lands, where people can cultivate following sustainable models. Some projects also combine agriculture and forestry, developing medicinal herb farms and drought-resistant fruit trees, opening a new direction for the regional economy. This not only helps improve people's lives but also contributes to building a balanced ecosystem, where humans and nature can coexist and develop together.
What is happening in China's desert regions is clear proof that, with the right planning and creativity, humanity can fully confront the greatest challenges of nature.
These successes also bring hope to other desert regions around the world, from Africa to South America, where millions of people are struggling with land degradation and dwindling water resources.
Green barrier halts desertification.
In northern China and Mongolia, a long-term battle against the expansion of the Gobi Desert, one of the world's largest deserts, is gradually achieving significant results.
Known for its fierce sandstorms that can spread hundreds of kilometers,
the Gobi Desert was once a serious threat to neighboring areas. But now, the appearance of this region is changing day by day thanks to one of the world's largest afforestation projects, the Green Great Wall Program. This project began in the late 1970s with the ambition of creating a massive forest belt to prevent the spread of sand and restore desertified areas. Inspired by the ancient Great Wall Project, the Chinese government has built a large-scale plan to plant trees covering desertified lands. To date, over 500,000 kilometers of forest have been planted, making it the world's largest artificial forest. Thanks to relentless efforts, the expansion rate of the Gobi Desert has significantly decreased. If in the 1980s, this desert expanded by nearly 10,000 square kilometers of farmland each year, the situation has now reversed, with the desert area shrinking by an average of 2,000 square kilometers annually. This is an important step that not only helps protect the environment but also brings many economic and social benefits to the region. One of the most inspiring stories from this project is that of Mr. and Mrs. Jinan, who spent over 40 years of their lives planting trees in the heart of the desert. Initially, their work seemed almost hopeless as strong winds repeatedly buried the saplings. But thanks to perseverance, they found an effective method plants to retain soil combined with drip irrigation techniques to save water. The result is that over 300 square kilometers of arid land in Kankoy has been revived, becoming a fertile area where people can cultivate crops. Their story has inspired thousands of others, leading more and more local communities to join this effort. Modern science also plays an important role in the project's success. Scientists have developed new techniques that enable plants to grow even in poor, nutrient-deficient soil. Advanced climate monitoring systems are also applied to ensure the long-term sustainability of the forest. Not only that, the experiences from the Green Great Wall Program are being shared with other countries around the world, especially in areas heavily affected by desertification such as Africa and South America.
Not merely a tree planting project, this program also helps create a new ecosystem where wildlife can return to live.
Migratory birds, deer, and many other animals that had previously disappeared from this area are gradually reappearing. This shows that desert restoration is not only environmentally significant but also plays a crucial role in protecting biodiversity. In addition, this project also significantly improves the lives of millions of people living in the area. Restored lands not only become forests but are also used for sustainable agricultural development. Many residents have shifted to agroforestry models, developing organic farms and cultivating high-value crops such as medicinal herbs and off-season fruits. This not only helps increase income but also creates a sustainable development model where humans and nature can coexist and thrive together. China's journey in combating desertification is a clear testament that with determination, innovation, and close collaboration between people and science, seemingly insurmountable challenges can be completely overcome. What is happening in the Gobi Desert is not only changing the face of this region but also opening up hope for millions of people around the world who are facing similar problems. This is a valuable lesson on how humans can harmonize with nature and turn the impossible into the possible. The fight against desertification when humans turn sand into green. The winds of the desert swept across the arid land, carrying swirling gusts of sand that blanketed everything left upon the ground. The Taklamakan Desert, one of the world's largest and most severe deserts, is continuously expanding, swallowing fertile lands, to delay life and cause serious environmental disasters. Desertification not only causes plants and animals to gradually disappear, but also significantly reduces, leaving millions of people in difficult circumstances. Faced with this increasingly serious threat, the government and scientists have embarked on one of the largest environmental projects in modern history, the Green Belt. This is a massive afforestation strategy aimed at creating a green wall over 3,000 kilometers long surrounding to curb the expansion of sand and restore the ecosystem. This project is not merely a plan to prevent natural disasters but also carries the ambition of transforming a dead land into The project has been implemented for over 40 years, mobilizing the participation of more than 600,000 people, including scientists, farmers. They conducted tests on many types of plants to find the varieties with the best drought resistance. Finally, desert poplar, red willow, and saxaul were chosen because they are deep-rooted, can retain water and soil, and help prevent desertification. Rows of trees were planted in layers, dense as a shield protecting the land from the devastation of sandstorms. However, the benefits of the project are not limited to environmental protection. Greening the barren land also brings significant economic value. Plants like the sasan tree not only help improve the soil but also have medicinal value, providing a new source of income for local people. Simultaneously, the change in vegetation has contributed to improving the regional climate, reducing drought levels, and creating more favorable conditions. From a land that once had only sand and wind, cultivated fields have now emerged, providing food and income for thousands of households.
Challenges and the future of the Green Wall.
Although certain successes have been achieved, the battle against desertification is not yet over. The Taklamakan Desert continues to expand, threatening to swallow the achievements that humans have painstakingly. Maintaining and expanding the Green Wall requires long-term coordination among scientists, authorities, and the people. Advanced irrigation techniques, new soil conservation methods, and more adaptable crop varieties are still being researched to enhance the project's effectiveness. However, the greatest challenge comes not only from nature but also from humanity. Climate change, overexploitation of resources, and urban expansion could undermine efforts to green deserts.
Without determination and appropriate policies, the young forests could be destroyed, and the desert will continue to expand. Nevertheless, the initial successes of the Green Belt project have proven that humans can alter the fate of nature with perseverance and the right strategy.
Creating a massive green wall surrounding the desert is not only a technical feat but also a symbol of enduring human spirit. Creation and constantly seeking solutions to coexist harmoniously with nature. The future still holds many challenges, but like tiny sprouts rising from the sand, they bring hope. If we continue to maintain and expand these efforts, it is very possible that one day, the Taklamakan Desert will no longer be a dead land. Into a lush oasis, where life is revived right in the heart of the arid land. Transportation infrastructure and a green revolution in the desert. In recent years, many resource-rich areas with harsh terrain have witnessed a dramatic transformation thanks to the development of transportation infrastructure and renewable energy. In the past, vast areas covered by sand and lacking water made living and economic development nearly impossible.
But now, strategic routes like Luna and G7 have opened new doors, connecting remote areas.
Facilitating the transportation of goods, trade, and improving the lives of local people. Not stopping there, the G3 route and Highway 12 continue to expand the transportation network. Turn desert areas into potential economic corridors. Roads are not merely means of transportation but also threads that connect communities. bringing technology and opportunities to places that once seemed forgotten by the world. Every meter of road built not only demonstrates the ability to conquer nature, but also stands as proof of humanity in turning arid lands into bright spots of sustainable development. The most notable highlight in this desert reclamation process is the emergence of a zero-carbon transportation route, a traffic project entirely powered by. This is not merely a route, but also a symbol of innovative thinking and a commitment to environmental protection. Solar-powered cotton technology enables vehicles to move without producing emissions. Along the route, dozens of solar power plants have been constructed, providing an abundant supply of electricity not only for transportation but also for the daily life and production act. In addition, freshwater irrigation systems also utilize renewable energy-powered water mist technology, significantly improving cultivation capabilities in arid regions. Thanks to these improvements, areas that were once dead zones on the map below have become places capable of agricultural production, creating jobs and generating income. Replacing fossil fuels with renewable energy sources not only helps save on mitigation costs but also significantly reduces negative environmental. This traffic model combined with ecological restoration is becoming an ideal model for areas facing desertification and climate change. This success demonstrates that with the right strategy and perseverance, even the harshest places can become symbols of progress and responsibility for nature. The railway miracle amidst the sea of sand. In a sun-drenched and windy region, where shifting sand dunes never cease and sandstorms can swallow everything in an instant, a feat has been achieved. An ambitious trans-desert railway system has been created. This project not only connects distant lands but also stands as a testament to human intelligence and resilience in the face of.
In the past, when mentioning vast deserts,
people often thought of the desolate, untouchable nature of the wilderness. But with strategic vision and determination, the engineers turned what seemed impossible into reality. This approximately 700 kilometers long railway passes through terrain where roads are nearly impossible to complete the project. More than 180 bridges and over 1,000 tunnels were built. Ensure the route can operate stably even under the most challenging terrain conditions.
The challenges this project faces are by no means small.
Landslides, sandstorms, and constantly shifting terrain make construction extremely difficult. When strong winds sweep through, they can easily bury entire sections of the road in just a few hours. To remedy this, tens of thousands of workers labor day and night to clean, maintain, and reinforce the route.
Many of them faced the scorching heat of the desert,
where temperatures can reach up to 50 degrees Celsius during the day and drop below 0 degrees.
Not stopping at battling nature, the engineers found a way to harness the environment to protect the railway line itself.
Wind barriers, sand fences, and even tree planting along the route have been implemented to minimize the movement of sand. Advanced technologies such as automatic monitoring systems and modern control centers have also been put in to help monitor terrain changes and adjust the periodic maintenance plan accordingly. Not only does this railway serve passengers, but it also plays a crucial role in transporting coal, an essential commodity for the regional economy. Therefore, this system is not only a transportation solution but also contributes to promoting economic development and opening up new opportunities for previously inaccessible land. What is even more astonishing is the positive impact of this project on the environment. Thanks to sand control and ecological restoration measures, the land around the railway line is gradually becoming greener, reducing the risk of widespread desert. Some previously arid areas can now be cultivated or used for livestock, providing sustainable livelihoods for local people. From a land seemingly forgotten by nature, this place has become a symbol of the fusion between science and technology.
Human will in harmony with nature.
The trains continue to roll their wheels every day, carrying goods, passengers, and hopes for a more sustainable future across the vast sea of sand. This is a vivid testament to the combination of technological innovation and human perseverance in the journey to conquer nature.
When humans cease to be destroyers and become builders, desertification is becoming one of the most serious challenges facing the Earth.
According to statistics, about 40% of the planet's surface area is threatened by this process. This means billions of people could be affected by land degradation, water scarcity, and the loss of arable land. This is not only an environmental issue but also brings about a series of economic and social consequences, threatening the food supply, water sources, and the lives of millions of.
One of the countries most severely affected is China.
With millions of square kilometers of land becoming arid and losing vitality, the country is facing a large-scale desertification crisis. However, this situation is not only occurring in China but is also spreading to many other regions around the world, especially in Asia and Africa where vast areas are becoming increasingly harsh, pushing many communities into food and clean water scarcity.
In China, desertification has worsened since the 1980s, as the country underwent rapid industrialization and urbanization.
Natural factors such as arid climate, reduced rainfall, and prolonged drought have been the main causes, but human impact has accelerated this situation. To meet the demands of agricultural production, industry, and urban life, groundwater is being overexploited, causing many important rivers such as the Yellow River to run dry for many months. Not stopping there, the forests were severely devastated, with the area of natural forests significantly reduced from 88% in the late 1940s, leaving behind barren lands that could no longer retain water or protect the soil. These negative impacts not only affect the ecosystem but also cause serious consequences for human life. The land is increasingly barren and can no longer be cultivated, leaving millions of people without a livelihood. Many areas that were previously arable have now become dead lands, forcing people to migrate elsewhere in search of new opportunities. Not only that, sandstorms and dust from desertified regions have also become a major threat to cities. Many urban areas in China, including the capital Beijing, frequently suffer from massive sandstorms, reducing air quality, affecting public health, and causing severe economic damage. A new direction, where technology helps humans revive dead land. In the face of this situation, China has not remained idle. Over the years, the government has heavily invested in large-scale projects to prevent and reverse the process of desertification. One of the most prominent solutions is the Green Great Wall Project, a plan to plant billions of trees to form a natural barrier against the expansion of deserts. Not merely planting trees, this project also uses modern technology to monitor forest growth, applying new farming methods to retain water and protect the fertile soil.
In addition, water conservation initiatives have been strongly implemented.
China has built many smart irrigation systems, hoping to regulate water resources reasonably, reduce waste, and optimize water use in agricultural production. Many sustainable farming models that use less water while still achieving high yields have been adopted, helping people maintain their livelihoods without depleting natural resources. Not only focusing on agriculture, China has also transformed arid deserts into renewable energy centers. Solar panel fields and wind turbines have sprung up in the deserts, not only hoping to utilize available natural resources but also providing clean energy to millions of. This is not only a way to reduce dependence on fossil fuels but also contributes to the fight against climate change.
These projects not only benefit China but also open up new directions for other countries facing desertification.
Turning arid lands into centers for clean energy production and sustainable farming proves that humans are not only the cause of environmental degradation, but can also become agents of restoration and regeneration of nature. Most importantly, these efforts are changing how humans perceive their relationship with nature. In the past, humans were often seen as exploiters, utilizing natural resources to the point of but these projects show that we can fully become creators, turning dead lands into places full of vitality. When technology and nature harmoniously combine, a more sustainable future can be built. The story of reviving deserts is not just China's story alone but also a valuable lesson for the whole world. Thank you for watching the video until the end, and see you again.